Racism in society today. When I tell people about my topic for this talk, more often than not, they have no response. As I thought about this more, I realized this is because everybody has their very own opinion on this topic. And believe me, I learned that the hard way. Race, racism, discrimination. I want you to think about what the first thing is that comes to your head when you hear these words. For me, I think about people getting put down just because of their race. And sadly, the definition of racism is prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. That makes me sad. The fact that someone would compare people according to what makes them unique and beautiful, well, that's awful. But sadly, it very much exists. When I look into these unemployment rates, I don't see good things. The fact that so many people are without jobs. And the worst part about it is, these numbers are so uneven. Why, I think, why can't they all be the same? At first I thought maybe it's just a coincidence. However, now I don't understand how it could be just a coincidence. I mean, 10.4% of African Americans are unemployed, and we have 3 other races that are just around 5%. How could it be just a coincidence that some races have half the amount of people unemployed as another race? And then we look at the next chart and we don't see good things again. This next chart shows that over the course of 15 years, Hispanics and Caucasians have gone up in their average hourly rates at the same amount African Americans went down. That's terrible. And so it makes sense why Caucasians and Hispanics are going up in their wealth, because they seem to be gaining a lot more. But that, nevertheless, by no means seems to make it right. When I was researching topics for this speech, I found a woman by the name of Angelica Doss. She stuck out to me. I watched a video of her giving a speech and I was blown away. She talked about the beauty of human skin in every color. With that sentence, she got to work. Angelica started a project called Human Eye. This project was meant to show the beauty of human skin in every color, as well as many other things. Being a photographer, she knew just what to do. When she finished Human Eye, the public loved it, and I plan to share a bit of it with you. I will admit, when I first looked at this project, I was very confused. Then I looked deeper into it and came closer to understanding. However, I feel like understanding this is going to be different for everyone. So when you look at this, think about what you see, because it could be very different from the person sitting next to you. My topic for this talk is racism in society today. So why would I talk about the past? Well, I want to talk about how the past affects us today. Let's take slavery, for instance. Students in schools almost everywhere around the U.S. learn about slavery, which affects society today. The question is how? How does it affect us today? Well, I believe it affects us in a way that our next generation is learning about our country's bad times, the times when we were very racist. And after all, the next generation is our future, right? So all in all, we have been very, very affected by the past. We have certain laws of it because of it, people think certain ways because of it, and many more. So now I have a few tips for you. My first tip is, don't let first impressions affect how you think. Because sure, your first impression may be somebody's race or the color of their skin, but don't let that affect what you think of them. Because maybe that person that you turned down just because of their skin, is a really amazing person. And maybe you wish there was someone like that in your life, but there never will be, just because you turned that one person down because of their skin. My second tip to you is simply be kinder in your everyday life. It's that easy. If you treat everyone equally and respectfully, you can make someone's day just by treating them kindly. So now I propose to you an idea. You can take what I said and let it go in one ear and out the other. Or you can take what I said and let it stick in your brain. You can think about it and say, I'm going to change my ways and change the way I see things. Because remember, racism isn't born, it's taught. So don't let others influence you. It was their decision to be that way. Don't make it yours.